Welcome, everybody, to the Single and Stiletto Show. I'm Suzanne Oshima, and I'm a matchmaker and dating coach at Dream Bachelor and Bachelorette, and I'm also the founder of Single and Stilettos. Today, we have on our show Tinsley Bradford. She's the author of The Settle-Free Dating Method for Women, and I'm so excited to have her here today because today she's telling us the signs that you're settling for the wrong man. And ladies, we don't want you doing that, so Tinsley's going to give you her best tips. But before she does, Tinsley, I would love for you to tell our audience a little bit about you and what made you write this book.
Yes. Hello, Suzanne, and hello to your lovely viewers. I'm Tinsley Bradford, author of The Settle-Free Dating Method for Women. Here you go. Cute little pink book. Yay. And so I've been single for a while now. And so over the years, I found myself dating guys who just was not fulfilling me. And I found myself allowing them to not fulfill me because I wanted to have a man in my life. So I realized I'm settling. That's when I decided I no longer wanted to feel that way. Selling for less is such an unfulfilling feeling. You don't feel loved. You don't feel valued. You feel like you're just allowing stuff to happen just so you can say you got somebody. So I took this opportunity to write the book, and I want to use it to empower other women to make wiser dating choices when choosing their mate. And believe me, when you put on that settle-free energy and you just have that rapport about yourself, nobody will come mess with you because they know you're not with it.
That is so true. Okay, well, so tell us the first sign that a woman is settling for the wrong man.
Yes. Oh, my goodness. One sign that you're settling for the wrong man is you are always unhappy in the relationship. You are always unhappy in the relationship, rightfully so. And the reason why I stress rightfully so is because some people are just unhappy anyway. But when you're in a relationship with someone and you feel like you're doing all the work, like you're calling him all the time, he's hardly ever calling you or showing any interest in you. Like you're the one making plans for simple things like dates, together time, quality times. And he knows that we all need quality time for a relationship to grow and become healthy. Like you're the one doing all the conversation and pursuing. It's almost like you don't exist. You haven't even met his mother. You're settling for less because now you're in a relationship with someone who's clearly showing you the signs that they may not really be that interested in you, but you're still hanging around. And for what? I always have to ask, how do you feel in a relationship with someone when you feel like you're in a relationship by yourself doing all the work? That's settling. If he's not willing to jump up and step up and give you the love that you deserve and the attention and the quality time you deserve, then my favorite word is next. You have to move on to the next one and do not settle in the sand with that jerk who's not showing you attention.
That is so true. And what I always say, it's a push-pull dynamic. It shouldn't be like 100% of him doing all the work or 100% of you doing all the work. It should be a push-pull dynamic so that you're both working towards the right relationship. And yes, a woman, is, especially in the beginning stage of a woman should not be making all the plans. If you are, there's something seriously wrong with that relationship. A man should treat you like a queen and do a lot of the things for you and make you feel like you're valued and you're cherished and adored.
Exactly.
Okay, so what's your second sign that you're settling for the wrong man?
My second sign that you're settling for the wrong man is because you have placed all of your energy on somebody who's not placing it on you. And the reason why I say that, I know it's kind of similar to the first tip, but it's a little different. And the reason why it's a little different is because you feel like you are in a relationship. You have already pretty much told this guy you're in a relationship, but he's not said anything about a relationship. You just pretty much are there hoping that this guy's going to come around, and he's not really coming around, but you're telling everybody this is my boyfriend only because you all talk here and there. I think you're settling if you're not heard it from the horse's mouth that this is a relationship forming. You're just dealing with whatever comes your way from this guy. In my opinion, you need to make sure you're with someone who wants to be with you too. You need to date somebody who wants it just as much as you do. And if you're not doing that, then you are settling. Because guess what? You're making other people not want to approach you because you're taking yourself off the market for someone who's not even claimed you, for someone who's not even told people about you. So that's a settlement. And you do not need to be there. You need to be in a relationship with the same love and energy that you're giving. That's just point blank, period. And I know it sounds similar to the other, but it's not, because you have to understand. The other may be you all have established that you're in a relationship and he's not taking any action, so you feel you're selling. This one is he's clearly not even said you all are in a relationship. You have. So you're selling for nothing, to be honest with you.
That is very true. And I've had actually, and I bet you've heard this, Tinsley, too, is where a woman will say, well, I'll just stay in this relationship until I meet somebody better. But you bring up a really, really great point, is it prevents you actually from meeting the right man because it takes away your energy from meeting the right man, right?
Right. You're absolutely right.
So I know sometimes, ladies, it can be scary to be alone, but sometimes you have to be alone to meet the right man and not stay in a relationship that is not worth it for you. So what's your third sign?
Okay, so you're dealing with habits that you typically would not deal with from anyone else. That's my third sign. You're settling for habits that you know you would not deal with. Perfect example. If he smokes and you know you don't like cigarette smoke, but you're dealing with him anyway because he paid a bill for you here and there, or you feel secure around him, or the sex is good, or whatever, you're settling because you know you cannot stand cigarette smoke. He smokes around you. Every time you come around, your clothes are smelling like that. You hate that, but you're staying in it for what? Because of other little benefits? That's a settle, in my opinion. I'm going to tell you right up, I don't like cigarette smokes. Not that I'm judging them. It's just that that's not what I want. I don't want to be with someone that's smoking around me and my child and infecting our lungs or whatever you want to call it. So I won't be in a relationship with someone that smokes. If I stayed in that relationship, I'm settling to be in a relationship just because he does other things for me, but I really don't like the cigarette smoke. So that doesn't make you feel too good.
Yeah, that's very true. That's actually a very important value. And that's, I mean, the health thing alone, why would you want to settle for something like that? That is very true. So what's your fourth tip?
So my fourth and final tip for you are settling for less is when you find yourself in a situation where you're trying to talk to the mate that you're dating, and every single time you all talk about whatever you're expressing, whatever you're feeling, it turns into an argument or some kind of debate or some type of defensiveness. You feel like you can't really be yourself around this person. You feel like you can't be your authentic self around this person. You are settling, because what kind of conversation should always end in an argument or a debate or frustration, or it's like you all are bumping heads or colliding with each other? You should be with someone who you can talk to, someone who you can feel free around. You can express yourself on bad days without him looking at you like you're nagging or you're a problem child or you're a liability. You should be with someone who's equally yoked, and they can come to you too. And you both can kind of talk together. I see too many relationships, and I've experienced them, where you're having a down period in your relationship, and then you try to talk to him and he's going, well, you did this and you did that. It becomes a finger pointing and a blame game instead of him simply listening to how you feel and trying to see how he can make things better. So why are you still in that relationship with someone you have to battle with every other day? I have no idea. But if it was me, you know what I'd tell him.
Next. I've gotten used to your next word. That's so funny. But I just have to add to that, where women have to take the responsibility too in that conversation, because I totally get what you're saying, Tinsley, is how they bring things up to the man too, is because you can't do it if there's something that's bothering you. It's all in how you bring it up to him. If you come across as accusatory, or like you said, the blame game, or making somebody out to be wrong or emasculating them, it's just going to turn into a disaster. So also be careful how you bring things up. If he's doing something wrong, you want to bring it up in the right way so that he doesn't get defensive and then you just butt heads and it's a complete disaster.
You are so right. Definitely watch the way you talk about it. Tone is everything.
Yeah, that is very true. Well, these have been some great tips. So Tinsley, tell our audience how they can find you and your awesome book.
Yes, everybody. Here's me on my awesome book right here again. All right, so TinsleyBradford.com is my website, and you spell my name TinsleyBradford. I'm sure Suzanne already had it on the screen, but I'm just so used to spelling it. .com. When you get to the website, you simply scroll down a little bit. At the bottom, you're going to see Order My Book Now. Click there, and it'll send you to the page to order. All right? Thank you so much, Suzanne, for having me.
Thanks, everybody, for joining us on the Single and Stiletto Show. Our show is available both in video format and podcast format. If you'd like to view the videos, go to singleandstilettos.com. If you'd like to get the podcast, you can download it from iTunes. If you'd like to get our free ebook on the 3 secrets guaranteed to attract any man based on scientific research, just click right here on the video or go to singleandstilettos.com.